This week on The Travel Show, we're looking for love on the west coast of Ireland.
Is there anybody out there?
Yes! Tommy and John! Tommy and John!
We're high in the Alps at a French resort that's trying to turn its ski slopes green. And in Peru, we're cooking a dish with chili peppers and raw fish.
Súper aromático.
First this week, we're riding high in the French Alps. Skiing is one of the world's most exhilarating sports, but it's also one of the worst for the environment. So, many mountain resorts are looking for ways to make winter sports greener. Emma Jane Kirby is on the trail in the legendary mountains above Chamonix.
It's been a popular leisure activity here since the early 1900s. These days, skiing is a mega industry. Some 80 million tourists visit the Alps every year, generating about 50 billion euros for the local economy. Chamonix, at the base of Europe's highest mountain, the Mont Blanc, is never short of thrill seekers. And when the snow gods smile favourably on this region, the slopes here are heavenly. I love skiing, but I have to admit it's not the greenest of sports. But resorts like Chamonix across the Alps can do things to lessen my carbon footprint and to lessen our impact on this beautiful environment. And Chamonix is really serious about turning its prized white slopes green. Leaving a lighter footprint on the environment is the key, from changing its transport infrastructure to its use of renewable energy. Its reward? Well, it's become one of just 4 alpine ski stations to be awarded the prestigious and highly sought-after label Le Flocon Vert, the green snowflake.
A lot of people will say that no, there is no such thing as a green ski, but everybody in the mountain is trying to adapt to global warming. We already lost 40% of snow covered at 1300 meters compared to the 60s. And what we have to know is that in 50 years from now, only 55 resorts over the 300 we have in France will survive.
Hello, Emma. Ciao, ciao. Come on.
This man was pretty much born on skis. Today he earns his living teaching the sport. But Stéphane doesn't just show his clients how to bend the knees and slide. He also warns them that ignoring climate change could send the ski industry and his own livelihood downhill fast.
Don't take too much speed. Think all the time skiing under control. Okay, on y va. Let's go.
So he's created an eco-friendly ski school. For every pole his clients plant on the mountain, he plants a tree in the Peruvian Amazon. It's all about instilling in visitors the same respect for the mountains that is innate in him.
I grew up in Chamonix Mont Blanc Valley, and I saw the difference between I was young and then I'm a little bit older. I saw the difference, and the pollution take a lot of importance, bad importance. And I said, what can I do for my country? The only way is to create my company and try to be better. I'm sure I didn't save the world, but I'm trying to be an example.
And to the eco-minded skier, anything that even partly offsets a guilty conscience is a bonus.
Their passion for it is a bit infectious. You get into this recycled gear and recycled skis and electric cars and all that stuff, and it's, you know, it really fires you up.
So the glacier here at Argentière in Chamonix might be melting, but the water isn't wasted. It's all captured in big tunnels and it's pumped back up again in the mountain to use in the snow cannons. And we have been given exclusive access to those tunnels, which are 6 kilometres long.
You need to go slowly, that's all.
But in this dark labyrinth of tunnels, Chamonix has a secret eco-weapon.
Some of it is used by us to produce snow for the ski resort. That's about 100,000 cubic meters. But overall, this place generates 60 million cubic meters. So we only use a tiny, tiny bit. The rest of the water is sent back to France or Switzerland. It generates electricity through hydro energy.
It's green.
It's green, absolutely.
And 70 metres under the glacier, the view and the quiet is certainly breathtaking. A nature observatory means that Chamonix ski slopes steer well clear of any wildlife habitats.
The worst insult you can say to someone who lives in the Chamonix Valley is he's damaging his environment. It's the worst thing you can say to him. So it's deep inside us. We want to make sure that we keep it as it is.
Our choices matter too. Almost 75% of an average ski resort's carbon footprint is created by a visitor's mode of transport. That's because most of us take a budget airline and then perhaps hire a car. But Chamonix is determined to keep that mountain air pure. At one with nature or against it? The speed of climate change means resorts like Chamonix are being forced to find a harmonising rhythm to counter it. And with the industry trying to clean up its act, it leaves us free to ski with a clearer and a greener conscience.
Next on the travel show, we're off for lunch in Lima. On the menu, one of Peru's classic dishes in this week's Global Gourmet.
My name is Jean-Paul Barbier. Today I'm gonna make a perfect ceviche. La historia del ceviche se prolonga muchos años atrás, ¿no? Con la cultura mochica, ¿no? Ellos cocinaban el pescado, ellos vivían al frente del mar, ¿no? En la costa peruana, al norte del Perú, y preparaban su pescado, pero en vez de limón, con chichajora, ¿no? Lo más importante es la frescura del pescado, ¿no? Acá tenemos un lenguado que ha sido pescado en la mañana. En Perú tenemos diferentes tipos de ají. Hoy día voy a utilizar un ají limo, que es un ají súper aromático, ¿okay? Que le va a dar frescura y un aroma especial al ceviche, ¿no? También tenemos el limón, es un limón peruano, solamente crece en el Perú. Se parece a la lima que usan en México, que es un poquito más grande, pero este limón chiquito tiene bastante acidez, ¿no? Cuando el limón toca el pescado, ¿no? Básicamente lo cocina y también es como un antiséptico, ¿no? Que mata alguna bacteria que pueda haber en el pescado, ¿no? Acá lo vamos a servir. Le vamos a poner un poquito de la cancha, ¿ok? Choclo fresco, Tenemos un poco de sweet potato, alga. And this is a perfect ceviche.
Still to come on The Travel Show.
We're tempting fate here in Ireland.
If you touch the book with both hands, you're going to be in love and married inside of 6 months. If you touch it with just one hand, you're going to be in love. Do you want to touch it as well?
No, I'm keeping well clear of that book. The Travel Show, your essential guide wherever you're heading.
It's time now for Trending Travel, your monthly mashup of the best travel-related stories, snaps and videos online. First up, who hasn't dreamt of packing it all in to explore the world? Well, that's exactly what Marina did with her dog Odie and a converted minivan. She's turned the van into a home away from home, blogging a step-by-step guide on her website.
I wanted to be an inspiration to people that maybe aren't happy with their current way of living. Having a dog, especially while traveling solo, it's a great company. You have to be very careful with vaccinations and with papers when you cross borders, but I wouldn't have any other way.
Hundreds of wannabe travellers responded to this unique job advert. Derek and Mackenzie Tillotson posted an appeal on Facebook for a nanny to join them and their 3 children on an all-expenses-paid trip around the world.
Overall, we're looking for someone who's willing to pitch in with cooking, cleaning, packing bags, pushing strollers.
They hope to have chosen the lucky nanny by the end of the month.
We're up for an adventure and we hope you are too.
For those who want to chart new territory without crossing continents, you can get involved in Missing Maps. It's a project part funded by Doctors Without Borders and the Red Cross, designed to map remote regions of the developing world. At Mapathon events, volunteers are taught how to read satellite imagery and input the information into the crowdsourced mapping tool OpenStreetMap. It's hoped these detailed maps will save lives in the event of disasters. You can find out more on their website. And finally, a new website is bringing to life the Russian Revolution, which happened 100 years ago. 1917 Free History uses social media feeds to tell the story day by day, building to the events of the October Uprising.
For many younger people, social networks is very natural way to learn the stories about those prominent historical figures as if they were contemporary celebrities. If visitors of our website would be inspired to visit Russia and to learn something more, probably we will be happy.
Thanks to everyone who sent us their pictures using the hashtag Travel Tuesday. Here are some of my favourites. Richard Bates snapped this in Manama, the capital of Bahrain. And I like this picture that Matthew Wilson took in Marrakesh, Morocco. Very atmospheric. Now let's look at the travel videos clocking up the views online. With ski season well underway in Europe, we've selected some of the best videos shot on the slopes. See you at the lodge.
I think that my #1 tip for people who want to make their own ski videos would be to first and foremost master your own skiing or boarding skills in order to keep up with the guys you're shooting. You don't want to be left behind, you want to be there when they drop.
Group dynamics can be a big one too. You really want to have a group of people out there that you can trust. Storms, weather, and conditions, anything can go wrong. We're just always on the hunt for powder and capturing moments, so we'll see what we get and see how it all comes together.
And if you see anything you think we should know about, don't forget to get in touch. It's at BBC Travel Show.
Now let's go to the rolling farmlands of County Clare in the west of Ireland. It's a place that's quiet and peaceful for 47 weeks of the year.
But for 5 weekends in the early autumn, this little town is inundated with visitors from all over the world, and they're all here looking for that special someone.
The Lisdoonvarna Matchmaking Festival is Europe's largest singles event, attracting up to 60,000 people each year. It's been a local tradition for over 160 years. The festival was originally designed to help find wives for lonely farmers at the end of the harvest season. For the past half-century, Willie Daly has been the town's matchmaker-in-chief, using skills passed down from his father and grandfather. These days, the matching is less about dowries and property and more about finding true love.
Most of my matchmaking has been a little bit different than my grandfather and father. And I do enjoy doing it that way. When I introduce people, I try to have a little bit of magic there. You know, that when the person is coming towards you, you say, that's the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. It's very much an Irish thing, maybe, but it's certainly people from other parts of the world do join with me. We have a lot of people from England, a certain amount from Germany, quite a lot from America.
Willie says his secret is the book he carries with him, where the details of potential matches have been kept for generations.
Now, this book looks like it's seen better days.
Oh, it has, yeah. It's approximately about around 150 or 60 years old. Like, you know, when you come to that, you can't be counting. It's a love book and it's a lucky book. If you touch the book with both hands, you're going to be in love and married inside of 6 months. If you touch it with just one hand, you're going to be in love.
Willie claims his book has helped him spark 3,000 marriages, and with statistics like that, it's perhaps not surprising that his services draw hopefuls from far and wide. Back in town, the crowds are arriving, and a little after 11 in the morning, the alcohol is already in full flow.
Up and down the village, but the main centre of matchmaking activity is here at the aptly named Matchmaker Bar. This is where Willie sets out his stall.
The process is this.
Would you like to have children if all goes well?
I think so, eventually, yeah.
Time.
Punters fill out their details and tell Willie about themselves and what they'd like in a partner.
I have you down there now as good looking and nice.
Oh, good.
Then, once the €20 fee is paid, Willie will attempt to find them a match.
Joe's a little farmer, you see, don't farm near the sea.
Okay.
But in the days when many people meet their future partner online, why do people still put their faith in Willie and his traditional ways?
I had my doubts. I might still have doubts. But I thought I would give it a whirl. Why not?
The festival may boost the number of locals finding partners, but it's also a serious boost for the local economy, bringing in up to €3 million each year.
This festival is the lifeblood of Lisdoonvarna. It's like the one month of the year when all the businesses kind of like gear towards this festival. In September, it's like the whole place is just transformed. So like a lot of the sort of B&Bs would be like very, very quiet during the year. There'd like be nobody here. They would make enough money in September to keep them going for the whole year. So it has a massive effect and it's only getting bigger.
Not everyone attending the festival is single. Many couples who met here in years past return to celebrate and dance the night and day away. But most of the folk here are looking for love.
We want to find the one. We want to find the one. Hello. So far we haven't found it. But you know what? There's such a good buzz around. There's a great atmosphere. The
fantastic community. It's brilliant.
So we would like to find someone, bit of land, a nice personality, not bad looking.
Yeah, not bad.
We're not fussy, but you have to find the right match.
He's not bad.
I think we can gather there's no shortage of options for the ladies here.
Nobody. Is there anybody out there?
Yes. Tommy and Sean. Tommy and Sean.
Lisdoonvarna provides plenty of opportunity for some drunken fun. But finding love is far from guaranteed. And Willie's success isn't guaranteed. After a few minutes, the first couple's eyes have already wandered. But here in the matchmaking capital, Lisdoonvarna, hope springs eternal.
So I'm hoping that by the time I leave here, he will keep his word and I will meet someone, because that was the whole reason for me coming here.
Well, that's all we've got time for on this week's travel show. Coming up next week,
Carmen's in Peru to find out about a 500-year-old tradition called scissor dancing.
So do join us then if you can, and in the meantime, don't forget you can catch up with us while we're out on the road by signing up to our social media feeds. Details are on the screen now. But for now, from me, Crystal Arwood, and the rest of the Travel Show team here in the Emerald Isle, it's goodbye.